So Mike, yeah, really, really basic. So it's a hammer drill that I've taken the handle off. Obviously, I've made like a little cutout on that piece of wood, so that it fits the chuck. So obviously the chuck is slightly wider than the where the handle would be normally. It's on an axis, an axle. That I actually went and bought a pair of pink roller skates from a local charity shop, which I've used as the bearings for that. It's blocked off on this end so that it doesn't move around too much. It's just I just went and bought like a cheapy belt for a, I don't know, any type of vehicle pretty much. It could be, whatever. And then what I've done is I've made like a little tiny turned like thing on the wider axle. So this is quite a chunky bit of steel. This is I think what, 14 mil, something like that. Yeah, 14 mil steel, mild steel, and yeah, onto a boat roller. It's like a keel roller. So you get different shaped ones, but these are pretty much flat. And then what I did was just run a piece of sandpaper on a piece of wood underneath it, just to make sure it's all level for when I'm actually passing stuff through. This is melanin coated chipboard, but it's stable, so it should be pretty flat for when I'm working. And then yeah, really quite basic botched extraction, but it does actually do the job surprisingly well. I've got my extraction system here, so it's just a kind of sliding tube that connects up to my extractor over there, which is on remote control, so I can turn it on and off when I need. And then obviously this one does actually go on there, but I've got other stuff on the table, so yeah, I can't actually work it at the moment. But yeah, really basic. If you got any questions, mate, it's so straightforward. I'm literally, yeah, I'm a bit of a master of botch, but this really does actually do the job quite well, and I can get stuff down to 2 mil, and I'm happy that it's smoothly done. But you just have to be quite careful with the feed. You have to make sure that you're feeding the same speed, otherwise you might end up with some flat spots, or it's gone a little bit too deep in places. But yeah, as long as you control the speed, watch out as well, because this will take your piece of wood and fling it out. I've got a vise here, so like if I'm actually using it, obviously it's gonna be shifted back a fair bit on this workbench. But I tend to put one hand on one side and then one hand on the other, just so that it doesn't fly out the other end. So yeah, I think that's a sensible idea if you're going to be doing it.